What's up, Flash fans and members of the Wisecrack Nation? This is your boy Navi here, coming to you with a recap of The Flash. So far, we've made it to Season 6, Episode number 6, titled License to Elongate. With the upcoming crisis looming, it seems that we're gonna stretch out our limbs and help Barry and Ralph with a case that requires something other than having superpowers. I wonder what it could be. But for right now, let's get into this episode and see what happens throughout. It seems that during the entirety of the season, Bear's been training every member of the team to prepare for life without the Flash. So, he feels that it's now time to help Ralph on a case he's been working for quite some time. And the reason for that is because when meeting up with Joe, they planned a surprise press conference and naming Elongated Man one of the city's newest heroes. And to ensure that Ralph gets to that press conference on time, Barry's decided to help him on his current case. It seems that when teaming up with Ralph to help him up on his case, Barry is out of his element as he prepares to suit up, but it's not the suit that he's going to be expecting to wear. He's going to have to get used to his new suit, just like Ralph had to get used to being a superhero with a mask. Barry may be the best superhero as the Flash, but he's horrible as a spy, as even though they've just arrived at the party, Barry as a wingman and a partner in undercover work, there's no way I'd want him on my team. He's already tipped off the party's host, Remington Meister, that they're party crashers because he starts to ask about the young lady that Ralph has been looking for. And what makes the situation more interesting is the person Remington talks to on his earpiece, letting them know to watch Barry and Ralph. It seems that the female assassin, Ultraviolet, in the second episode earlier this season, is on the payroll and is a bodyguard for Remington. So now there's more than one problem that they have to face at this point. It seems that through Barry's years as the Flash, he's become a great superhero. But being an undercover agent is more than just about being super, as instructed by Ralph. Barry has to remind him when going undercover is more than just capes and cowls, but finesse that gets you the answers that you need. Unfortunately, Barry is too short-sighted and decides to suit up in his super suit and search the building for Sue, while Ralph does his thing as 00 Dibney and unearths a plan that involves something called the Ring of Fire. Unfortunately, due to Barry's metahuman speed, he sets off the transmitters and gets both him and Ralph captured due to his persistence. Well, it seems that after being captured, this goes from an episode of being the Flash into a theatrical movie version of the Flash, 00 Dibney, as Remington Steele not only boasts, but reveals his dark plan in detail to both Barry and Ralph before leaving them to their impending doom in front of a heat-seeking laser. It seems that while being held at laser point, Barry finally confesses the truth to Ralph about why he came along with him on his undercover operation. It also tells him that his deposition is really a surprise press conference to name Elongated Man Central City's next hero. And believe it or not, instead of Barry teaching Ralph, Ralph taught Barry something. that even though they're both superheroes, they have to remember something else. They both have alternate identities. Barry may be the Flash, but he's still Barry. And even though Barry doesn't have superpowers, he's just as important. After escaping from their bondage, both Barry and Ralph decide to stop Meister and Ultraviolet, not as superheroes, but as themselves. And the one thing I can say about this is that it was incredible seeing Barry Allen act drunk, pretend that Ultraviolet was a character from Mortal Kombat. At which point, when all is said and done, Ralph is taking care of Meister, and Barry is taking care of Ultraviolet once again. Even though we wrap up the case of Miser and his plan to destroy Central City, there's still one more thing we have to deal with. The press conference for the Flash and naming one of the newest heroes of Central City, which is Elongated Man. Even though the spotlight was supposed to be given to Ralph, it seems that both Joe and Ralph played a fast one on Barry, after which Flash leaves the police station. The speech Elongated Man gave to the press called for another person to be named, and that was Barry Allen, in order to be given a Medal of Honor for his work as CSI for the city. It seems that this little wrap-up was the perfect ending that this episode needed, showcasing that the man is more important than the hero. He can save and help just as many lives as any hero can. Even though this episode was a filler, it reminded us all that even though we all have titles of police officer, firefighter, Army, Navy, Marine, or someone in general who saves lives, we're not defined by our titles, but the actions we take and what we do along with it. This episode was a great reminder of that, and I'm really glad that they got this message across. But for right now, I feel that it's time to go back into the Speed Force and prepare for the next recap. As for right now, what you can do for me, Wisecrack Nation, is go ahead, click that like button, leave a comment, share this video, and subscribe to this channel. And check out my friends at the 450 Legion Gaming page. They're always posting new videos on there, or Naruto Shinobi Blocker, or maybe some GTA 5 gameplay. Hopefully you'll find more enjoyment over there as you do here. But until the next time, be wise, crack hard, and I will see you guys later. Peace, people.